Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
All right, time for companies to watch, and we are taking a look at a very interesting space in China. And helping us out this morning is Dan Koh. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ryan Huang. It's a wet Wednesday morning that we've got here, but it shall not dampen the spirits we have in the
Bit of a
studio.
sleepy morning, and we are taking a look at what has been a sleepy stock.
That's right. It's a sleepy biotech stock. One of the listings that has become one of the most talked about stocks in Hong Kong. We're talking about TransThera Sciences on companies to watch. 88550893. Tell us whether you think it's gonna be a hot or not.
Okay.
Yes, Ryan. That's the first, and we should do more of this.
Try and do that.
Okay. All right. So it's shocked the market with the jaw-dropping 4,500% surge since its IPO just a few months ago.
Wow, what's going on?
So, behind the headlines and wild trading cards, let's look at what's exactly happening with this company and find out what exactly they do. So, TransThera Sciences is a clinical stage biotech based in Nanjing, China, and its mission is to discover and develop innovative small molecule drugs that's designed to target cancer, inflammatory diseases, and cardiovascular conditions. I think we've seen stocks like this emerge before. We talked about them before on companies to watch. And unlike big pharma players that are already selling drugs, TransThera doesn't yet have a commercial revenue.
Wow, it's the hottest thing since Hong Kong
Yeah, pretty much.
in Nanjing at least. All right, so
Exactly.
what's the gist about it? Why is it getting so much excitement?
So, because they've been building a pipeline of promising therapies, some of its leading candidates include, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, tinnitinib. That's a multi-inhibitor that's in advanced trials for cancers. We've also got the BTK and the AXLFLT3 inhibitors, which are being tested for blood cancers and ovarian cancer, and even drugs aimed at inflammatory diseases like NASH and heart failure.
Okay, long story short, treatment for cancer.
Yeah, and for really big cases of diseases. So you can see that, they're making huge waves into this space and into specifically the biotech industry. And this is where things get dramatic for them. Since listing in Hong Kong under the ticker 2617, TransThera's shares has exploded, moving from lows of about 20 Hong Kong dollars to intraday's highs of above 600 Hong Kong dollars. As of the latest trading session yesterday, it closed the session at about 192 Hong Kong dollars. So since its IPO, that's a couple of thousands up. I think for most investors who managed to get on the bandwagon, that's good news for them. But if you got it at a peak of 600 plus and for it to drop down to 192, that's quite a burn that we've gotten. So the surge that has given the company a market cap in the hundreds of billions of Hong Kong dollars, despite reporting losses of around 123 million renminbi in the first half of the year.
Okay, so in short, there's no solid fundamental reason for what's happening.
Absolutely nothing, Ryan. No drug sales, nothing, no revenue.
So it's like being priced in. People are just being optimistic.
A bit too early, would you say?
Is optimistic even the right word? Because there is a lot of excitement behind what is not even sold yet.
A lot of speculation play here, I would say. Some see excitement about its clinical pipeline. Others worry that this might be a speculative froth, a stock story that's driven likely by momentum traders rather than hard fundamentals, which does make sense if you think about it. But if anything, the rally does highlight, investor appetite for China's biotech push amid a red-hot Hong Kong equity market, and it also heightens concerns about lofty valuations within the sector, where it is still fraught with drug development risks. The rally also drew widespread attention in local media. In fact, according to a publication firm called Pharmaceutical Finance, just yesterday, they wrote that a company with only 121 employees and no products, no revenue, no profits, that has overtaken industry heavyweights in just over 80 days. So financial news news outlet Thailand also noted that TransThera has yet to commercialize any products on the market, while its drugs being still in clinical testing. That might not be a tangible or a good enough reason as to why the stock has been exploding above 4,000% in the past few months. So yes, it does seem like, the biotech company has now surpassed the market value of several pharmaceutical giants from the likes of Akeso, Innovent Biologics, and it's also now closing in on B1 Medicines. That's a Chinese biotech trailblazer, dual listed in the US and Hong Kong.
Yeah, one headline I think sums it up quite well. From penny stock to powerhouse.
Yeah.
So I think that gives you an idea of the amount of speculation driving its market cap right now.
It does seem like GameStop in a different sector. At least it appears to me.
Almost.
Yeah. But yeah, there's still a few reasons why investors might be watching this stock closely. The bull case, of course, strong science and leadership. We've got, the team including veterans from global pharma giants like Merck and Roche. We've also got pipeline breadth and China's growing biotech sector with government support and patient demand growingly fertile for, the homegrown innovators. But the bear case, of course, clinical uncertainty. None of the drugs are approved yet. A failed trial could quickly cut into valuations, no revenue, and extreme volatility as we're seeing.
Yeah, that's the thing. If there is going to be any bad news or even any excuse to take profit, that might happen because it's already run up so much.
Exactly. So for investors, it's certainly a reminder that, you need to understand the differences between promising signs and market speculation. If you're considering exposure, do it with eyes wide open and, of course, only as part of a diversified high-risk portfolio. So, Ryan, having said that, and considering all the factors of TransThera Sciences, the verdict has to be a not for me.
Okay, I guess I will have to be a bit cautious about it. John,
Yeah.
you have a not. Not too super optimistic about this company that hasn't sold anything yet, that I haven't really heard about too much. So maybe I might get into it next time, but now it's not, for me, the right time.
Yeah, unfortunately, we gotta wait and see until, the products get released, how well the clinical trials, the results might come up to be. So while we're waiting for that, I guess I'll be sitting on the fence for this one. TransThera Sciences. Okay, Ryan. Here are some fun facts about TransThera Sciences. While many hot biotechs are chasing gene therapies or cell therapies, TransThera is sticking to the classic approach of small molecule drugs. That's a type of pill that patients actually have to swallow and try to at least help with their diseases. But these drugs that they're trying to make, it's still in the works, and they're trying to make it smarter and more precise so that it's less intimidating for people to go through, I guess, recovery. So what kind of medication does a snake take before giving a presentation?
Snake oil?
An antihistamine.
Oh, okay.
What type of medication flies or kites behind your boat?
Oh, gosh. What?
Paracetamol.
Okay.
And that's all we have for TransThera Sciences.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.